Hey, this is Rick with Outdoor Emergencies at hikingemergencybeacon.com, and I'm having to redo my intro to the video this morning because somehow my sound went off. But I'll have some images up on the screen of this. But I was out at the Lincoln Mountain Open Space Trail just on the north side of Monument, Colorado, and the video that I'm doing or just finished was how to create a course with the Mini 2 on the just really using the Explorer app and navigating after that and then tracking back. And it was super simple. All I really did was I got on my phone here on the Explorer app and I went in and I was at the right location, of course, because that's where it just shows up. And then I hit the plus icon at the top left, and then I hit create course. And then all I did was I placed a point at the beginning of the trail, and then I placed another point at the location where I believed I was going to do my recording, my video recording. So once that happened, then I hit save. And after you hit save, now you can go in and you can change the icon if you want. But I went in and I renamed the course. And then I renamed it like Lincoln Mountain Trail. So then once I had done that, then I just hit go. Now it did ask me after that if I was going to use my Garmin inReach Mini 2 or my Garmin Fenix 7X watch. And then I picked the Garmin inReach Mini 2. It asked me if I wanted to share with MapShare. It automatically started tracking. And then you can see that, I mean, it was a gorgeous morning. The sun was rising. And I'll have some videos and some photos up of the hike on up there. But then it just tracked perfectly. The trail in front of me was magenta or a red color. And then behind me, it was cyan or a blue color. And it just followed it right to where I did the video. And I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful morning. I was looking at Pikes Peak by Colorado Springs to where I was from. I was located was to the southwest. I was basically northeast of Colorado Springs. And it was just a beautiful morning. So I hope you enjoy some of the video and the photos from this hike. And so now I'm going to get to where the sound does work when I was up on top of Lincoln Mountain and overlooking Monument, Colorado Springs with Pikes Peak in the background. So this isn't really a very hard hike up to the top of Lincoln Mountain, the open space trail. You know, I think we're up around 6,500 feet, but it's a pretty nice hike. If you're not from around here, there's trails like this. Spruce Mountain, Dawson's Butte Open Space Trail that are really good hikes to help you get used to the altitude before you try something more challenging. But it is just a beautiful morning. Here's the first glimpse of Pikes Peak, and then the Air Force or military's Cheyenne Mountain Complex is just to the left of it, if you didn't know that. Well, that's Pikes Peak in the distance there, almost center of your screen. This is Monument that's just below us. You can see the beginnings of Monument with the houses out there. Beyond that is Colorado Springs. All right, so this is a pretty easy hike, and maybe it was 1.5 miles or so, but I just wanted to show you how simple it is to create a route, or a course specifically, with the Mini 2 and the Explorer app. The wind's starting to kick up here a little bit, but it is Colorado, and that happens once in a while. But you can create that course with the Explorer app with I just touched the point at the beginning of the trail, and then up here where I believed I was going to do the video, which I was pretty close, and then I hit go to start navigating. And then it asked me if I wanted to send a map share link, so it's automatically, when I do that, then starts to track. So my family and friends can see where I'm at. And then after that, it shows, you know, the magenta course in front of me and the cyan behind me, exactly where I'm going. This gave me an off-course alert a few times when I was doing some TracBacks, but it's great because if you haven't seen this before, and I'll put a few images up on the screen, on the Mini 2 itself, it'll show off course and on course depending on how you're doing with your navigation. So I really like that. So I'm at the end of my course here now, and I'm going to show you how to track back. Super simple. So I'm going to go back into the Explorer app, and then so it's a good thing I'm doing this test up here, because I'm looking to track back on the Explorer app and I don't see how to do it. If you know how to do it, please leave a comment below, or if you have other ways you use the Mini 2 and Explorer app, let me know, because again, I'm always learning and wanting to help everybody else to learn also. But in this particular case, I want to track back. So now I would actually have to use my Mini 2 instead of the Explorer app. But then I just go in here and I'll have screenshots of everything, and then I can go in here down to, where am I going to go? Navigation. Going to go down to, well, it says stop tracking. I don't want to stop tracking. I want to navigate. So if I hit navigate, then it says waypoints and TracBack. All right, so I'm going to hit TracBack. It says it's loading course. And now it's, let's see what's going on here. Now it says it's there. I'll tell you what, you got to be careful with this, because right now it's showing my track, it's showing a line 5 miles away, but that's where I started this morning at my house. Actually, I'm not even that close to my house, so I'm not sure what that line is. So honestly, there's a little issue here. I got to call Garmin about this. I just want to let you know that, you know, when you get a device like this, you need to test it. And I've tested it a lot, this Mini 2 a lot of times. But in this particular case, it still shows that point about 5 miles away, but it's going to track back to my beginning. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to hit go. Now, when I hit go and do the track back, now it's loading course. Now, what's going to happen is it's showing here on my screen. It's showing the points that I came in on. So even though it was showing 5 miles away over there, it's showing, and this is what I really like about the Mini 2, it shows all the little points, because I have my activity detail on high on the Mini 2. It shows in great detail the exact way I came in. So I'm going to go track back, and I'll have screenshots of all this as I track back to the trailhead, and you'll see it all. You're going to see on the Explorer app and on the Mini 2. Again, you know, as simple as this really is to use, there are things that show up once in a while. So if you go use your Mini 2 very often, or maybe the 67i, you're going to see some things that maybe show up sometimes, like a track or an activity that shows up. So just make sure you clear those. And in my case, I'm out here testing all the time, so I need to go call Garmin about clearing a few tracks that I can't seem to get rid of. But anyway, that'll be for another video someday when I do get those cleared. All right, so again, you're going to see these tracks as I go back, and it's about a mile, 1.7 miles as I go back, and you're going to see these on the screen as I'm talking, because I'm going to wrap this video up here. So thanks for joining me. It's a beautiful day. Some clouds trying to come out here to cover Pikes Peak. Not sure exactly what's going to happen, but it's gorgeous. I mean, started the hike around 6 o'clock and it's almost 7 right now. But there's ranch land out here. There's some homes farther off. The Black Forest is right over here, actually that way, southeast. And it's just gorgeous. Larkspur's that way, the Front Range. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous area. And I mean, I love getting in deeper into the mountains and the Rocky Mountains, but living out here between Colorado Springs and Denver, it's just beautiful. There's so many open space trails, different trails, and things to do here, and I really love it. And it's a great place to show you how to use these satellite communicators. If you have any questions, comments, advice, or criticism, also, I'll take all of it. So, leave that comment below. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you like and have seen how easy it is to create that course on the Explorer app, navigate, and then track back. However, remember, I had to go to my Mini 2 to do the track back instead of the Explorer app, but that's why you get out and test. Thanks again for joining me here on Hiking Emergency Beacon. Please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications. And if you'd like to support Hiking Emergency Beacon, there's a link in the description below. I'll see you back out here in the next video.